welcome to this month's video. If you're new here, I'm Gigi and I'm a full-time animator and love to share animation tips here on my channel. If you're someone who's looking to make an animation portfolio, then you found the right video. This video is going to go over some tips for building one. But they're not about what to do, it's more about what not to. And while I'm talking, I'm going to be working on some art. So like pretty much with all my videos, feel free to grab a project that you're working on and make something along with me. I'm going to run through some common errors recruiters tend to see over and over, especially with artists early in their career. Hopefully these tips can make sure that your portfolio is in tip-top shape before it gets sent off to be reviewed. And remember, this is meant to serve as a broad guidance rather than the strict rules. Every studio's portfolio requirements will be different, so make sure to do your research before submitting. You always want to adhere to their guidelines before sending your portfolio. First off, let's talk about the importance of a focused portfolio. Think of your portfolio as your personal billboard. You want it to grab attention and clearly communicate what you're all about. That's why it's crucial to hone in on your specific area of expertise, or one job in particular. Whether you're a master of character design, 3D modeling, or storyboarding, your portfolio should reflect your specialization loud and clear. Centering your portfolio around one job in the animation industry makes it easier for recruiters to place you in the right position. When portfolios try to cover too many areas, they can confuse potential employers or clients about where your true strengths lie. For example, if you're applying for a character animation position, your portfolio should primarily showcase character work, including character expressions, acting, and animation sequences that highlight your ability to convey emotion. Including unrelated work like background design, architectural modeling, or abstract art pieces can dilute the impact of your specialized skills. Tailoring your portfolio to a specific job or field you're targeting demonstrates your understanding of the role and your ability to meet its specific demands. It's about quality over quantity. Select pieces that align with the job description and showcase your proficiency in those specific areas. Remember, recruiters are very busy, and a focused portfolio makes it easier for them to see where you fit into their team. Now let's talk about presentation. It's really like the icing on the cake for your portfolio. A beautifully designed website showcasing your stunning artwork can immediately draw a viewer in. That's the kind of impact you want your portfolio to have. Take some time to think about your layout, organization, and overall visual appeal of your portfolio. And don't be afraid to draw inspiration from portfolios in the industry. I always recommend trying to find someone with the job that you're after, looking through their portfolio, seeing how it's laid out, seeing the type of work they include, and using it as inspiration for your own. Obviously don't copy their work, but just use it as inspiration. Take notes of how they showcase their work, and use that insight to elevate your own presentation. Next, let's talk about content overload. As artists, we're very proud of the amazing projects that we worked on. A lot of the times we worked on so many that are all amazing. But remember, quality always trumps quantity. Instead of bombarding recruiters with a ton of work, I highly recommend cherry-picking the pieces that best showcase your skills, style, and versatility. You really have to think of your portfolio as a highlight reel. Each piece should pack a punch and leave a lasting impression. Once you've secured an interview, you can always showcase more work or dive deeper into a piece. Your portfolio should just show your best work. And your best work should also be the most recent work. Animation is constantly evolving as an industry, and it's essential that you stay ahead of the curve. That means that you need to keep your portfolio fresh with your latest projects. Usually I recommend don't include any projects that are more than 3 or 4 years old in your portfolio. Of course, that comes with a lot of nuance. Make sure that you're always including your best work. And if something that you made 3 or 4 years ago won an Oscar, feel free to include it, of course. But you want to make sure that you're showing your recent skills and your recent work. So I recommend including things that you made in the last year or two. I think that that's always best. You want to show recruiters that you're not just keeping up with trends, but you're also setting them. And when you're uploading your work to your portfolio, try not to forget about the importance of context. Of course, the artwork may speak for itself, but adding a little backstory is never going to hurt. I'd recommend taking some time to provide some context or explanation for each piece in your portfolio. You can do this by adding a short blurb about your role, the process, and possibly the skills or software that you use to make the piece. You can also dive a little deeper by sharing your works in progress, behind-the-scenes shots, character sketches, things like that. I would recommend focusing most of your attention on the final piece, but adding a little context can help the recruiter get a deeper insight into your work, and also showcases your ability to think critically and problem solve, as well as any relevant skills that you have that might be applicable to the job. And speaking of skills, last but certainly not least, let's talk about soft skills. In the fast-paced collaborative world of animation, being technically adept is just the tip of the iceberg. Recruiters are also on the lookout for artists who can communicate effectively, work well in a team, and adapt to new challenges with ease. That's why it's crucial to weave evidence of your soft skills throughout your portfolio. This could be done through your project descriptions that highlight your leadership abilities, or process work that showcases your problem-solving skills. You want to make sure you give recruiters an understanding that you are a well-rounded individual. You know the software, but you also know how to work well on a team. And I don't want this video to get too boring, so I'm going to end it here. But I hope that these tips might be helpful for you when you're building your portfolio. Knowing what not to do is just as important as knowing what to do. So I hope that these help you build an animation portfolio that can turn heads and get you your dream job. So I hope you go forth, build a portfolio, and show the world what you're made of. Your dream job awaits. Alright, talk to you soon. Bye!